The two blessings on the candles, one is on the lighting of the candle, one on the blessing about the miracle of Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'sham v'tzvos v'zivonu l'halet ner Chanukah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavaseinu b'yamim ha'em b'zman hazeh.
Amen. Shmei Chanukah ner zol kodesh Shem v'chol Shmei Chanukah ner zol kodesh Shem v'yein lanu reshus v'shtamesh bohen elo liresan bilvad kidei loydoi zlalel l'shimcha gadol loydoi zlalel l'shimcha gadol Nisech avyal nifloisech avyal yeshuaisech al nisech avyal nifloisech avyal yeshuaisech al nisech avyal nifloisech avyal yeshuaisech. Now the more astute among you will notice that Chanukah was 8 days, and each day there was one more light. So we started with one light, and then two, and then three, until finally, on this, the final night of Chanukah, all 8 lights are kindled. As we just said in the prayer, these lights are holy. We're not permitted to make any use of them, to read by the light or so on, only to look at them. Because when we look at them, they tell us a story. They tell us a story of a miracle. And the miracle is a miracle of victory over adversity, and it's a miracle of the victory of purity over the destruction and depravity and sin. And this is really the story of Crown Heights. It's a story, it's a miracle. It's a miracle of building, it's a miracle of a watchful eye from above, and it's a miracle of a lot of people who come together to make it happen. And so every year during Chanukah, Crown Heights Jewish Community Council organizes an event, and each year we recognize certain servants of the community. And this year, as every year, we've chosen some very important people to honor, people who've made a difference. Some of them have been here for a longer time, some have been for less time. You see, we light the fire, and immediately the guys come. Welcome. I knew there had to be a way. So Crown Heights is definitely a miracle. It's a miracle that every miracle has a lot of components to it. There's a lot of hard work that's going into it. And this is the miracle of the Chanukah lights. So whoever wants could sit. We're going to make our awards to our honorees of tonight. And we're going to also, then we're going to be able to celebrate and enjoy some of the food and some of the good cheer and the good company. I need my glasses and my crib sheet to make sure that we don't forget any of the details over here. It's all important. We're going to actually begin with somebody who really was a part of the Crown Heights community for a very, very short time. And some would say too short, but, you know, they needed him somewhere better, so they grabbed him away from us, but they sent a very excellent replacement. I'm talking about Inspector Lewis.
Yeah.
A few things I want to say about Inspector Lewis. The first thing, I was really hoping, when we honor him at a ceremony, I'd finally get to meet those boys that he's always on the phone with. Well, they didn't show up. I should have told them especially to bring them. But one thing that's special from the first day that I met Inspector Lewis, apart from everything he did for the community, is the fact that he was always on the phone, cheerleader for his own boys to make sure that they should achieve and they should accomplish. And, you know, it's difficult because the job of a policeman involves crazy hours, and you all know this, many of you who are in it, and the same is true for the fire department. It involves crazy hours, it involves, you know, being called away when you really should be somewhere else, and especially as you get higher up, in some ways, okay, maybe the shifts are a little more normal, but the being on call becomes more, and it takes over more of you. So the fact that somebody who is doing that job is able to carve out a time for his family and make sure to make sure that his kids should follow in his footsteps with the same sense of responsibility and purpose and direction. To me, that's the special thing about Inspector Lewis. But I want to say also about the mark that he made on this community in the short time he was here. And it involves both from a crime-fighting point of view. He had a bumpy start when he first came in. They threw it at him from all sides. As, by the way, did I think that's something they share with the new inspector. Fitzgibbon also was the same idea. The first day you come in, suddenly they're attacking us from all sides. So I guess it goes with the job. But so crime fighting definitely, service, recognizing the teaching his people to respond to the community, to be responsive to the community. Yeah, he came into an excellent community affairs department, which I'm sure, which is also for you, Inspector, coming in, right? That you came into great people in community affairs, so you had that entree, but working with the regular beat officers and the regular patrol officers to let them know that to interface with the community, as good as they are, they can always be better. And I think this is a legacy that you gave this precinct. And I think, most of all, and looking around the room, I think that everyone will agree, the fact that bringing together different parts of the community that maybe hadn't been getting on well for quite a while, I'm talking about within the Jewish community itself, I think that it was the right person at the right time to bring that extra piece of harmony together, and I think we appreciate you for that, and I think that that's part of the reason why you're being honored tonight. So, we're going to ask... we didn't check to see which order. We didn't check the order. Okay, we're going to call up the treasurer and former president of the Christ Jewish Community Council, Fischl Brownstein. Our chairman, unfortunately, was called away. He had to take his family for a week and a half to Israel, Zaki Tamir, so he's not here. But Fischl has an important stand-in, and you're going to make the first award. And Batya, as soon as Batya organizes where the...
Yeah, my organization today. Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at that. So, Fischl, please.
The Crown Heights Jewish Community Council recognizes NYPD 71st Precinct Commanding Officer, April 2012 to October 2013. Deputy Inspector John Lewis for his dedicated leadership and service in the community. Presented on the first day of the Jewish month of Teves, 5774, which corresponds to December 4th, 2013. Thank you.
And it's also, by the way, my chance to say goodbye, because when he was transferred, I was in Israel, so I wasn't even able to be there when everyone was saying goodbye and everything. So now we got the official chance, and good luck in your new command. And I hope you stay there longer than... it's still Brooklyn South, Chief?
I got a little bit of Brooklyn South. He's still here.
Still in Brooklyn South. So, Chief, don't move him around too much. Let him get settled, take his shoes off, make himself at home. Unless, I don't know, maybe promotions are okay.
you very much. It really was a wonderful time, my 18 months here in Crown Heights. It was my third trip to Crown Heights, and it was great to see the difference in the community from my first trip here in Crown Heights. There's a lot more buildings. It's a lot more family-friendly place. I think it's a great place to raise a family. I think all the officers here and all the help we got from the borough and from the community, I think we've done a really great job in making it a wonderful place to live. And I'm very proud that I was be able to be a part of that. And you know, for me not to recognize Detective Martinez, the work that he does for this community. You get to get the credit for the guy that picks up the phone at 3 in the morning when everybody calls. So it's and anybody in the room can call him, and he does pick up the phone. So without him, I don't think the 7-1 could really have done some of the things that we've been able to do. As far as the family, I'm hoping that in June my son will be coming out of the police academy, and maybe we'll send him up here to Crown Heights. You can I just want to thank everybody and say it really has been a pleasure to serve and here, and really I feel that I actually became part of the community and was one with the community. And from the first day, especially when I came back as the precinct CO, the community opened their houses. You're almost like a part of the family as soon as you walk in. So it just really was a wonderful time here, and I just want to say thank you very much.
That was the south side of the parkway. Now we're moving over to the north side of the parkway. And I want to call up Captain Eddie Lott, special man. I have to tell you about Captain Lott. When he was brought over to the precinct, and of course, again, very special community affairs officers, and Sashas and Salter, top people that are serving the community in the community affairs department, and they said you have to come over and meet the new captain. We arranged a meeting. We came. We sat down. The friendliness, the welcoming, the sense of service, the sense of openness to suggestions, to ideas, the responsiveness. I mentioned one little detail of something for the parade. He must have called me 4 times himself. Plus, Sasha called me a couple of times to make sure that we got it right and it was done right, and so on. And then, and this really touched me also about Captain Lott, when I hear new initiatives like the initiative in the park over on, Lincoln Terrace Park, right? These names escape me. Lincoln Terrace Park, just a tremendous sense of dedication to take a problem that's been festering for a long time, that hasn't really been dealt with, and a new broom comes in and is really working to try and make things different. So certainly Captain Lott is deserving of an award. He hasn't been here for years and years and years, but a new face, a new attitude, a new dedication, and I really felt that it was right that we should honor Captain Lott. And to present the award to Captain Lott, we have here a representative from the office of Kareem Kamara, our assemblyman. So we're going to ask Shia Alphabet to come up, subcommittee member, to present the award.
Congratulations. The Crown Heights Jewish Community Council of Crown Heights recognizes the New York Police Department's 77th Precinct Commanding Officer, Captain Eddie Lott. Let's give him a round of applause for his dedicated leadership and service to the community presented on the 1st of Tevet 5774, which corresponds to December 4th, 2013. Congratulations to all.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, health, happiness, and all the blessings life can afford you and your respective families this holiday season. From me and my family to you and your respective families. You know, my wife and my children keep asking me what I want for Christmas. Christmas came for me very early. On May 1st, I was assigned the commanding officer of the 77th Precinct. And when you're made commanding officer of a precinct, it's not just the police cars and the police officers. You're entrusted with the community. And it's a commitment and a responsibility that I cherish and I honor. And I'm very humbled by this award. And Crown Heights is very special for me for two reasons. Not only am I the commanding officer of the 77th Precinct, my wife was born and raised in Crown Heights. So not only did I get the job, I got the beautiful girl. Beautiful. So, thank you very much. Thank you. You never stand alone when you accept an award. You're kind of the face of the work, but I have to thank my community affairs, the men and women that work very hard in the 77th Precinct. I accept this on their behalf, like I said. Thank you.
Okay, everyone's welcome to sit down, by the way. You don't have to stand. Now we're going to move from the police department. We're going to go over now to the brave men of the fire department of New York. Lieutenant Hill is here. Lieutenant Santusis. So, I don't remember which is which. You're Santusis? Hill. Very good. So, these are the guys that come not only to make sure when there's a problem, but they come to make sure you're safe also. Now, it's not always appreciated, I have to say. You know, sometimes the detail of the code that has to be followed, it wasn't. Not everyone was aware of it. But this is a group of dedicated people who try to make a difference and try to understand and work with the members of the community to do both, to keep us safe, so that we'll never have to call you, God forbid, an emergency. But when there are emergencies, and they do happen in the best of situations, they've been there, and it's just, well, everyone knows, there's nothing like when everybody's running out of the building and these guys are running in. You just can't replace that. That's something very, very special. It's something that we all appreciate, and it would be wrong if we had an occasion like this and we didn't honor the fine men. Do you have any women? No women. No women. No women in this firehouse. So the men of, it's Battalion 38, Engine 234, and Ladder 123, and I did that without the notes. How'd you like that? Okay, so right over here on the front place. So, could we invite all the guys to come up? Oh, and I forgot one. We're going to ask Arne Lipkin, who is here, representing Councilmember Darlene Mealy. And we want you to do the actual presentation of the award. I'm going to step to the side, and these are the big men over here.
Thank you very much. I wish you would have warned me, but
okay.
It is my honor to give this award to this ladder company. As a matter of fact, I myself went through a fire a number of years ago, and I'm very, very, every time I see a fire truck, I always thank them in my heart and wish for their safety on their trip to whatever fire they're about to go to. So it is my great honor on behalf of Councilmember Darlene Mealy to bestow this award to FDNY Battalion 38, Engine Company 234, and Ladder Company 123 for their dedication to community safety and to all of us. And thank you so much.
That's right, you stay in the middle. Perfect.
Give you advice.
Wait.
Bache, Brandel, join me, please. I'm here. I'm on this.
Bache, we don't see you.
Do I get that Chief?
There we go.
Chief.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Stay safe.
You too.
Okay. Now we're going back to the police department again. And we're up to Lieutenant Woods.
Can I interrupt just 1 second?
Yeah.
I just want to thank a lot of people who made
Avenue. One of them is Gambos, and the other one was Kingston Bakery. So not to forget, thank you very much to them for participating in this.
Lieutenant Woods has been a steady figure in Brooklyn South. Tremendous stalwart. Worked together with the chief before, and now here with Chief Monahan, who's here to, and we appreciate your participation. And in fact, I would like to call you up if you don't mind, because you deserve recognition in your own right. I think this is the and I think we've been blessed, actually. The whole Brooklyn South Command, the Borough Patrol, has been very supportive of this community. And of course, we had, till recently, Chief Fox, who was just amazing. And when you thought you couldn't beat it, you couldn't improve on it, and in comes Chief Monahan doing just as great a job, and I can't even say better, but because I don't want to.
You can say better.
I can say better. I want to say better. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I want to say better. But this is a very special moment for us to be able to recognize the work that Lieutenant Woods. You know, the chiefs are the chiefs, but the guys that are the eyes and ears and arms of the chief, going out and checking on things and making sure that things are being done right, they have to be recognized. And even though sometimes they're behind the scenes, but sometimes they have to step out from behind the scenes. And this is why we're honoring Lieutenant Woods tonight. You've been doing it for a while. You've been very consistent, and it's really our pleasure to give you this honor. And Chief, would you like to do the honors? And
yeah, I would love to do the honors, simply because this man has done so much for my transition into the Bureau, into the Brooklyn South, and I know for a fact the experience that he has under his belt as a fantastic cop, taking a lot of guns off the street when he was out on patrol, and now the experience and the knowledge that he possesses and he uses to transform people's problems into action through the precincts, through the borough. So I really have nothing but the utmost respect for Lieutenant Woods, and he's done a great job. And the Crown Heights Jewish Community Council recognizes NYPD Patrol Bar Brooklyn South Commanding Officer, Community Affairs, Lieutenant James Woods, for his thoughtful and sensitive dedication to community policing.
and it really is. It's a great honor, and we hope you continue to serve and do everything that you can for the community.
Well, I want to thank everyone. I'm really overwhelmed by the honor, and really, it's like I said, it's not anything I expected, but I really do cherish the recognition. I want to thank the Crown Heights Jewish Community Council, Batia, Rabbi, the rest of the board, and everyone that I work for, especially Chief Monahan, giving me the opportunity to be out here with the community. I have my partner, Chief Javelin, over there, Sergeant Javelin. The great men and women in the 7-1 precinct. It's a whole team effort, and I heard a rabbi speak today at Kingsbrook Jewish Hospital, and he spoke about the menorah, and he said about how we light the candles day after day after day until the light becomes one. Well, he said that signifies us working as one, and I think that's how I visualize us in the community working together to make things better for everyone. Thank you very much.
That really shows you the dedication of these guys in the fire department. Look at that. They came in smelling of smoke, and they go out again for the next emergency. So that's great. I mean, it really shows that it's deserved. And now we move into the local precinct, into the 7-1.
And I would like to this time all three honoree to come here, because I do not see one without the other.
That's right.
So please.
Okay, that's a nice idea.
Lieutenant Galvin.
I think that's actually a good call, Batya, because these really are some of the greatest people you could possibly have working in a precinct. And the dedication, the overtime, the responsiveness when they're even not on duty. How many of these guys pick up their cell phone when they're not on duty? And whether it's to help somebody with a little, it could be just somebody has a problem, a crime is committed, they need the extra attention, somebody needs help getting a report filed, somebody needs help with a follow-up, and these guys are just here. And Officer Bolzoni with the crime prevention and everything that he does, getting out on the street and engaging the community. Sergeant Kelly, who's relatively new to the precinct but has really made a mark and a difference, standing there and just you feel like, okay, things under control because Sergeant Kelly's here. Really. And then Richie Silverstein, also someone who is always accessible, always available. He managed to get married and have a baby while he's here. But so we have his wife and his child here, which is great, and budding photographer. And also, your wife is here too. Frank's wife. Oh, your girlfriend, right? Okay, Frank's girlfriend, right here. So, Captain Love before mentioned his wife being here and being supportive, and we should mention that the wives of the officers and the girlfriends of the officers, that they go through a lot too, seeing the guy off in the morning and not knowing exactly what's going to happen through the day, but trusting and hoping and praying that they'll be safe through the day, and also the weird hours and all of that, so they do put up with a lot. So these are women that we deserve some recognition too. Rabbi Leader was mentioned as a come-up Rabbi Leader and had joined us to present the awards. And my glasses. We're going to start with the sergeant. Goes by rank, right? Okay. Crown Heights Jewish Community Council recognizes NYPD 71st Precinct Sergeant Alfred Kelly. Dedication to law enforcement and community service, presented on the 1st of Tevet 5774, which is December 4, 2013.
Thank you.
And come now to Officer Bolzoni's award. We should mention, because it's here on the plaque and it's important to mention, that an important part of what the Crown Heights Jewish Community Council does, and this is Batya's involvement, is in the area of victim services. Unfortunately, as low as crime is, but we still do have victims in the community. Elderly people are mugged. There were a couple of incidents, not in this precinct, but that got some quite strong attention recently of elderly people who are mugged. People whose last few pennies are taken away, and so on. People who need help changing a lock for protection. And one of the things that Officer Bolzoni has been very, very, very careful about and involved with is attention to crime victims. So this is also part of the award. And I'll read the award now. Crown Heights Jewish Community Council recognizes NYPD 71st Precinct Crime Prevention Officer Frank Bolzoni for his assistance to the elderly and other innocent victims of crime, presented on 1st of Tevet 5774, December 4, 2013.
And Richie Silverstein, we left him maybe last but not least. Richie Silverstein probably knows every name on Kingston Avenue and beyond. He knows every merchant on Kingston Avenue and beyond. So we actually do need somebody who knows who is a stranger and who is a friend. And that's what Richie Silverstein does the best. Congratulations.
Okay, here we go. Ready? For the last time for tonight, Crown Heights Jewish Community Council recognizes NYPD 71st Precinct Community Affairs Officer Richard Silverstein for his dedication to law enforcement and community service. Presented on 1st of Tevet, 5774, on December 4, 2013.
Please observe, one of the best teams of 7-1, but 7-1 always produces only best.
Okay, so with that said, they said if we're next to the food, then we're going to defer to the food. So everybody, please enjoy and enjoy mingling. Thank you.